He has refused to assent to laws the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained, and when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them. Have you noticed how often federal judges feel they can overrule federal law? I'm not saying there are not times when laws, regulations, and executive orders are not unconstitutional, but more and more it seems that judges place their opinions above the supreme law of the land. Over the past few months, we've had hundreds of examples of judges issuing preliminary injunctions and temporary restraining orders, allegedly preventing executive orders from taking effect. Just like King George, the federal government attempts to rule by edict rather than law. He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. Immigration is not a new issue. While today the problem is people illegally entering the country, 250 years ago the problem was the king not letting people immigrate to the colonies. This is just another example of centralized rules infringing on the rights of others. He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly, proposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. He has refused for a long time after such dissolutions to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers incapable of annihilation have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within. The federal government hasn't dissolved the state legislatures or called them to meet somewhere else, but that doesn't mean they haven't found ways to fatigue them into compliance. After all, the federal government has been bribing the states with embezzled money for decades, threatening to remove funding if the states do not comply with their wishes. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws of naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migration hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of land. Currently in the United States, all three branches of government have obstructed laws regarding immigration into the United States. Since the Constitution does not delegate to the United States the power to regulate immigration, the laws passed by Congress for that purpose are unconstitutional and therefore void. Yet courts have repeatedly upheld them in violation of their own oath of office. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers. He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount of payment of their salary. The courts have repeatedly obstructed the administration of justice by refusing to assent to state laws that exercise powers not delegated to the United States. While not for establishing judiciary powers, the federal government has interfered with many states' apportionment and election of members to the House of Representatives.